barbecuing beef ribs today, but the same process can be also done with our pork ribs. Okay? So to get these your ribs ready, what I'm going to do here is I'm going to cut this down first so that it is just large enough to fit into a braising pan of mine. I like to braise my beef ribs or pork ribs to start off, so that way they're nice and tender when I get them onto the barbecue, so that way you don't have to work so hard to have these done. So I've cut these in half, and what I'm simply using here is just a little bit of our Cumbrae seasoning here. It's a blend of spices that we have here at the shop. So I'm just going to dust these beef ribs first all over, like so. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to take an oven-proof dish or a braising pan, and I'm going to start off with a little bit of carrots and celery on the bottom there. I'm going to take my ribs, I'm going to place that on top, like so. And I'm going to grab actually some beef stock that I have here nice and hot already. And in the same process as I did braising, I'm just going to add enough braising liquid in our dish here so it comes up halfway up the sides of our meat. Now I'm going to cover this with a little bit of foil, and then I'm going to place it into the oven at 350 degrees and allow that to braise approximately an hour and a half to an hour and 45 minutes. So it's been about an hour and 45 to 2 hours, and our beef ribs should be nice and tender, and they are very tender. You can see that when I pinch that, it breaks apart. So we're going to take this and we're just going to place it onto a tray, and we're going to allow it to rest. We're going to allow it to rest and cool off. So because it's so tender, we can't put this on the grill right away. We want it to cool right down so it firms up again. So once the ribs have firmed up and cooled off, what you're going to do is you're going to want to glaze this up with your favorite barbecue sauce. I'm using our own Southwestern barbecue sauce that we make here at the shop. And we're going to take this now to our grill. And what we want to start with is we want to start off by putting the meat side down on top of the grill. So we're going to take that and just place them on top of our grill like so. And we're going to allow the barbecue sauce to caramelize on the ribs, and then once that's done, we're going to turn it over to the other side. Roughly that's going to take about, say, 2 to 3 minutes. It's important that when you're dealing with the grill at all times that you have a medium-high heat, so that way your product doesn't stick on the grill. A lot of times people have it too low, and what happens is it just ends up sticking. So we're just going to take our ribs here now, and we're going to get underneath that, and we're going to turn it over. And see that it wasn't sticking, and it's beautifully caramelized on one side. Now that I've turned over the ribs, I'm going to brush this a little bit more with our barbecue sauce and allow that to caramelize another minute or two, and it should be done. So here we go. We have some wonderful barbecued ribs, finished up, grilled nicely. There we go.